Yes, for sure. Thank you, Haley. My name is Isabella Terry. I am currently a senior in the School of Foreign Service, studying global business and minoring in German, and I'm very excited to be here speaking with you today. So, being from the School of Foreign Service, I was always interested in like the policy making side of things and learning about politics and that aspect of things. But as I sort of looked forward and thinking about my career, I was also very interested in business, learning about how businesses function, in the finance world as well. And so when I heard about the center and the work that it does, I knew that it was a perfect combination of my two interests. And also, I didn't realize how intertwined government policy and the finance slash business world were, and how complicated their relationships are, and how it's very much day-to-day interactions that they're having. So I knew this was a perfect place for me to start learning more about that. I think there were so many cool opportunities and experiences. I would say it was really cool to go to Capitol Hill while we were on the DC side of the track and get to speak to Congress members. We got to speak to Sam Ricardo and a bunch of other people as well, and kind of hear about the things that they're dealing with day to day with the current political environment. And then on the other hand, when we went to New York, I mean, I think it's very hard to pick. We got to go to JP Morgan and speak with a bunch of people there and sort of sit in on their morning meetings, which were very fast paced. They were talking a lot about tariffs and how those were impacting how they're helping clients. And that was super interesting. But I also say it was cool to cap off our trip with a trip to CNBC's Fast Money, because I had never seen something like that, and been able to watch live on air as they discussed different stocks. And yeah, I think those were three of my highlights, but there are certainly more that were very impactful for me as well. I think not necessarily my postgraduate goals. I think, going into finance, investment banking, but I do believe that it's going to impact the way that I view the job, instead of kind of moving through the task, whether it's like basic financial analysis. Um, I think I'm going to sort of think of everything I'm doing with kind of a broader perspective, a macro perspective, and realizing that there are ways to kind of expand outside of like my daily tasks to kind of think about things on a deeper level, and realize that political things are impacting the finance world, or not even political, but policy related items, and the way that clients and people that I'm working with, that are important to them. I think the center does a great job of engaging students, and the Fin Policy track is just the beginning of that. And yeah, I plan on staying extremely involved with the center. I'm really excited for the FMQ coming up, getting to hear from all the interesting speakers. I know David Solomon is coming, so that's going to be very interesting to hear his perspective on Goldman Sachs and everything. Um, and yeah, I want to just continue to engage with, ask questions to speakers, hear their different perspectives, because what I love most about the center is that we have such a wide breadth of speakers, and they all have such different but interesting and nuanced perspectives on the world and their businesses. So yeah, I just think that's kind of the main way I'm going to continue to participate, but also whether it's like volunteering, being a student assistant through the center, and continuing research, which I did last semester as well. Those are just a couple of the ways, but I am very excited for the upcoming year and all the events that the center has to offer.